Hey YouTube, welcome to the Subprime to Prime YouTube channel. Here our focus is to get you from subprime to prime. And that all starts with knowing where we want to go on our financial journey. This channel is for information and educational purposes only and is not intended to be financial or legal advice. Alright, let's get into it. And this video we're going to talk about the dreaded utilization hell and how we can get out of it. Alright, so utilization hell is simply the fact of being completely over leveraged with credit card debt, and it will create a high utilization percentage on your overall credit rating. Now, the simplest and fastest way to do this, if it is available to you, is to transfer your debt or your high interest debt onto a 0% credit card. Now that's going to be the fastest and the most cost effective means by which to do that. Now what you're going to want to do is, of course, take whatever your highest interest rate credit card is and transfer it over to the 0% card. That by doing that, it will lower your payment. But you're going to want to keep the payment as high as you possibly can so you can pay it off faster, because that 0% is only going to last so long, and you get roughly around 6 months to possibly 20 some odd months, depending on what credit card you have. And if that is not available to you, you're going to want to go back and review the snowball method, because if you are in utilization hell and you don't have a 0% APR card to transfer your debt onto, it is going to be very, very, very difficult for you to pay it down in a timely manner if you don't bring in any additional income, and if you're making minimum payments. The minimum payments are going to take you into the year 3000 if you don't get a handle on it. I'm exaggerating, of course, but it takes way too many years and costs way too much to just pay minimums if you're not utilizing a strategy to pay down the debt faster. So if you're in utilization hell and you do have the availability, and you have the availability on multiple cards, that's extremely helpful, because you can spread out that debt and knock out a few of your higher interest rate cards at the same time. And if you're doing the snowball method, if you can focus on getting rid of your lowest credit card balances, those payments that you make towards those, added to your accelerator, which is the extra money you find with the income that you already make. If you can set aside and find a few $100s, or whatever you have available, it will just accelerate the debt snowball that much faster. If you take in consideration using your savings, I wouldn't tap into the emergency fund, because you just can't risk that something is going to happen, and you just want to have that there. But I would consider taking savings to pay down credit card debt. Also, I am a person that is not really a fan of debt consolidation, but I will throw that out as an option because it may work for some people. I don't quite recommend it. If you're in a position to get a loan, utilizing a loan to pay or to consolidate your debt is way better than a debt consolidation company, because they tend to charge hefty fees and really, to your detriment, screw up your whole credit profile. And, you know, that's just going to tighten your credit journey and make it that much more excruciating. But if you can consolidate all of your credit card debt into a loan, you'll have an installment loan, which is way better than having revolving credit line, which is what credit cards are. They're revolving. Basically, once you use them, they replenish and you can keep using them over and over and over, whereas the loan is a fixed amount and you have a certain amount of time to pay for it or pay it back. And if you can consolidate, that is an excellent way to pay down credit card debt. Yes, you're just moving debt from one place to another. However, the interest rate is often way lower, and you actually have a set time on when you need to pay it down, which gives you kind of a benchmark long term for when your debt's going to be completed. Now, a caveat to that is, in searching for loans, you will have to look for loans that, you know, depending on what the interest rate is, loans that will allow you to take the maximum amount you need to pay down the credit card debt. Now, it's okay if you are in a situation where you can only partially pay it down. That's fine too, but making the effort to try to pay it down and in a timely and efficient manner is what we're looking at here. Credit utilization is a tough one. It accounts for one of the highest portions of your overall credit, right next to paying your payment history. Utilization is next in line. 30% of your overall credit report is based on the utilization, and when that is super high, your credit score tends to go super low, and that's something we don't want to be dealing with at all if possible in our credit profile. So again, try to utilize zero interest credit cards to balance transfer. Try to qualify for a loan to consolidate the credit card debt, to make it one payment where you have a fixed amount of time to pay it off, or utilize the debt snowball in order to speed up the process of paying down your debt. All three work just fine, and if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and hop on over to the school platform to Subprime to Prime, where we dive into these topics much more deeply and are able to give you a more guided tour of how to help with your financial journey. Until next time, thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you again. Bye.